What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big J Mo here. I've been asked to give you a game room tour slash my stream room. So I'm going to give y'all a little tour of what I've got going on. This is my game room stream room. Into my room, and you are greeted by Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters. I am a huge Ghostbusters fan. My whole right arm is Ghostbusters. So I figured I got to have a little Ghostbusters action in my room. Then we walk into my room. It's also my closet. We got that going on too. Try not to show you the mess my wife's put in here right now. So first you come over here and you've got my Xbox slash Xbox 360 collection. Not a lot. There's a couple good little things in there. Never really had an Xbox as a kid, so I'm slowly starting to build that up for the stream. And then you get up, or you look over here, and you've got all my Spider-Man stuff. Now, Spider-Man is another big thing. I love Spider-Man. Might be another one of my obsessions besides Ghostbusters. And then you come up and you look up here, and you've got my Green Ranger stuff. Call me a nerd, but I love me some Power Rangers, especially Tommy. My Dragon Dagger I've got signed. Probably one of my favorite pieces of my collection. And then you look over here. You got just some other little random stuff like the Tony Hawk skateboard. That's pretty cool. Love me some Tony Hawk. And then you look over here. You've got some other random little game stuff. Some Bill Murray stuff. A couple little Ghostbusters things. Huge St. Louis Cardinals fan, so I went to a game a couple years ago and got this. It's pretty cool. And let's get into the games now. So you got my PlayStation 2 collection here. Nothing really too special. This would be the system of my childhood. That and the PlayStation 1. Slowly starting to build my collection up again. We've got this little RDP handheld here that plays Super Nintendo with an adapter, and Genesis with an adapter. That's pretty cool. I wish I had a Superboy, but I've got that. Then we move on to my PlayStation 3. Got some PlayStation 3 stuff, not a lot, but working on building that back up. My favorite PlayStation 3 game of all time has to be Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Something about this game, I just love it. Then we get down into some older stuff and some newer stuff. My little PlayStation 1 collection. Not a lot. We got a little bit. We got some PlayStation Vita stuff. My Vita. And I've got a Pocket Station. The answer to the Dreamcast VMU that they didn't release in America. Got a couple little amiibos. I don't really have a Switch anymore. But I kept the amiibos because the Shovel Knight game was so much fun. And then we get down into some good stuff. The GameCube. Got some loose games here. Got some Mario Kart, Star Fox, some wrestling, Wind Waker, Resident Evil 4. Got some good stuff. This is the collection I'm currently working on. Got some loose games. And then we've got the Game Boy player disc, which you have to have if you've got the Game Boy player. And we get down here to probably one of the smaller parts of my collection, my Genesis. Not a whole lot here. I did have a Genesis growing up as a kid. So, sorry about my son in the background, but this is the way we're going to have to do it. So, we got some games, a couple good ones. And then we're going to get to some really good stuff. We've got my Nintendo collection. The original NES collection here. These games up here are going to a buddy of mine. I got a collection the other day, and I ended up having those. So, he's going to get those. We'll show you some of the games here real quick. I mean, there's nothing really too big here, but You know, the NES was my first console. That's what got me into video games. Of course, you gotta have these two. Got some Turtles, some Popeye, Friday the 13th. You got Zelda, Adventure Island, Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. You gotta have those. I have a couple manuals too. The only two Game Boy manuals I have. Ghostbusters and New Adventure Island. And then we get down to the Super Nintendo, or not the Super Nintendo, the N64. Got a pretty good selection of stuff here. Those are my favorite games out front right here. Still looking for that copy of Cruisin' Exotica though. That's on my list if I can ever find one somewhere. And then we get down to the Super Nintendo, Game Boy 3DS, DS, Game Boy Advance. You got some stuff. Never had a Super Nintendo as a kid, so slowly building up a library for that. You got the Game Boy. Don't mind the Mary-Kate and Ashley. That's my wife's. These were the Game Boy games of my childhood.
Mario.
Yeah, that is Mario, huh? And then some Game Boy Advance games that I got on Whatnot just to have.
Yeah, what Mario?
Yeah, that is more Mario, huh? We get into the Nintendo handhelds. I've got a DS, a DS Lite, 3DS XL, and then a Game Boy Color. So yeah. And then we get over to my wall over here. Huge wrestling fan. Huge wrestling fan. So we got some replica belts, a couple action figures. I love going to shows when I can. And then over here we got my Gjallarhorn from Destiny 2. And Destiny 1. That is by far one of my favorite pieces in my collection. I love me some Destiny. Oh yeah, and then, since my son pulled it out of the way, I have a WrestleMania chair. Not too many people can say they have those, but I do. And let's get into the stuff you guys really want to see. My consoles. I've got over here, we've got 360. We got my PlayStation 2. My N64. We got a Retron 5 down here. I have my Nintendo Genesis put away just because this thing does everything I need it to do all in one.
Oh.
And you got the GameCube with the Game Boy player. You gotta have the Game Boy player. And then the Eon adapter for the GameCube. I love me the GameCube. And then you got the can't forget that Transformers box set with the whole original show. That's like Unicron. When you open it up, it's so cool. And then we got something cool something really cool. So if you follow me on Twitch, when I hit 75 subs, I actually have an extra N64 here that's going to be given away to one of my subs when we hit 75. So all here, the box is here. I'm going to even throw in the HDMI cable that I use. It works.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a copy of Glover with it. Yeah. Then you got my record player. Got some records here. Some oldies, some new stuff. A little bit of everything in there. And you got my Ice Nine Kill vinyls that are signed. My favorite band right now. You gotta love them. They're so good. And then let's get over to the other side of my room. You've got my streaming setup. You've got my PlayStation 3 hooked up right now. That's backwards compatible. We use it to stream with. You got my PC. Nothing too special here. Don't mind my cable mess. I have horrible cable management. But we got a pretty decent little setup here. Pretty decent. And you get down here. Let me turn this thing on. Nothing too special. You got a Ryzen 7 with an GeForce RTX 3060 in there. Does everything I need it to do. Got a blue microphone. Got a little Little setup here.
Yeah.
Does the job. I'd show you the other side of my room, but that's really where all my clothes and crap are and some other stuff. So, all right, y'all. That's my game room. Thanks for seeing it, and you heard my crazy sound in the background. We'll catch y'all on stream sometime. Remember, we're giving away that Xbox or that N64 when we hit 75 subs. I will personally ship it out. That's twitch.tv/BigJmo. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all later.